Yo, 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 what it do, y'all? This your boy King Eric the Great, aka Rick Capo, from Off the Cuff Radio, representing Buddy Boy Entertainment, coming at y'all with another video. Be sure to subscribe and hit that like button for me. So, what is the big news for Friday? Eminem drops a surprise album on y'all, titled Music to Be Murdered By. And my thoughts about it is, it's all right. Let me just be the first to say that lyrically, he still has it. Lyrically, he's still one of the best out there. But here's the problem with a lot of M's projects. Even though this album here is better than Revival, it's still going through the same thing that he's been going through within the past decade. The problem with this is his beat selection. It still feels like M is around a lot of yes men to not really give the album that jurisdiction on where it needs to go. That seems to be one of the problems that he's been having for the past decade. And he's adapted this more so stadium music type sound. Pop, thrash pop sound. If I was A&R and Eminem album, this is what I would do. First of all, you got to give that what M been doing for the past decade is that he's been trying to prove to his peers and try to prove to himself that he can rap. That's one of the main problems that he's having. And in return, his music is suffering. Y'all want to talk about Nas and beats? M's beat selection is even worse. But this album here do have some bangers. Not bangers per se, but it does have some good tracks. I like the Slaughterhouse joint that he did up there. Didn't feature Joe Budden, of course. The joint with what's his name? Anderson .Paak is nice. What else he had up there that was dope? The first single, Darkness, which is very surprising, considering that he's taking on Gun Control, which is crazy because to me, it's like listening to Eminem is like listening to Howard Stern today. It's like two different people. They adapted more into society whereas when in their peak in the 2000s, which was 20 years ago, they were pretty much standouts of society. Anytime the name Eminem, Marilyn Manson, or Howard Stern would come up, it would strike fear down the backs of soccer moms all over the globe. Confined it. Now, see, first of all, with Eminem's album, what I would do is I would give it a story. M need to go back to actually making dope songs. We know he can rap. There's no need to rapping fast anymore. Listen to songs like Stand, Brain Damage, The Way I Am. There's another one he had. Say Goodbye to Hollywood. Kim. There's another one that was dope. Lose Yourself. M is a great songwriter. He can make some great songs. But see, within the past decade, he's been focusing more on his flow. He just want to prove to everybody that he can rap good. But you need to make music that's going to ride, and this is where producers come in. Just tell him to stop doing his own beats. Tell him to holler at the Bass Brothers. Tell him to get at Dre to give him some jurisdiction. And also get at Alchemist, get at DJ Premier. There's so many producers out there that want an Eminem beat, but Eminem just doesn't call them, which is crazy to me. So with this album here, it seems like a follow-up of Kamikaze. He still feel like he has a point to prove. It's better than Kamikaze. Now, what he needs to do, like if he's going to go that route, he needs to shorten the song length. Shorten the song length to at least about 5 or 6 songs. Because the days of Eminem carrying full albums are pretty much non-say. And you would think, but the concept, I like the concept that he brought in there, because if you look at the album cover, it's influenced by Alfred Hitchcock, and as well as the album title. So when you had Alfred Hitchcock holding an axe and a gun to his head, Eminem was doing the same thing. So I thought it was pretty dope. But as for the songs, my favorite songs up there is the intro. The intro, of course, the Slaughterhouse joint. He even had Juice WRLD up there, rest in peace. Ya Ya, which featured Royce, Black Thought, Q-Tip, and Lock It Up. Those were some of my favorites. But overall, it's better than Kamikaze, but it's nothing to really take home. We all know Endgame Rap. If I would say that shorten the album up to an EP. Best believe, if you combine Kamikaze best songs with some of the best songs here, M would know without a shadow of a doubt have a classic. There's no question. But I believe he makes all these songs just so he can get those streams. And another thing too, man, is why y'all think Eminem is releasing these albums so quickly? I'm thinking, now he's always worked at a pace like that, where he would release an album every 2 years, or after Encore. He didn't release an album for another 6 years. And ever since then, he started releasing albums like every 2 years. Now I'm thinking he's trying to get off of Interscope. He's trying to get off of Interscope, and he's trying to get a new deal. He's been signing Interscope his whole career. That's probably why he's releasing these albums so quick. I mean, Jimmy Iovine and Dre ain't there no more. So, is Paul Rosenberg his manager? I don't know. But it's time for him to change the format up. Like, in the meantime, if he's going to go this route, like he went with Kamikaze, Revival, and this joint here, he needs to just go ahead and just put it out as EPs, like 8 songs each. But being that I follow Eminem's career from 1999 on up now, we know how capable he is of making great songs. You need to make music that people going to ride to and be remembered by. And I don't know why Dre ain't really putting his input on there. He has access to the best producers in the game that will want to work with him just for being Eminem. But unfortunately, he just don't want to do it. So overall, I would give this album probably a good 6 out of 10. If you cut back some of the songs that he already had up there that should be just left on the cutting floor. If it was a 5 to 6 album EP, it probably been 10 out of 10. It probably been a 10 out of 10. But the more songs is featured, it takes away the number rating. So what do you guys think? What do y'all guys thinking about this album here? Y'all think it's dope? Y'all think it's whack? Let me know. Subscribe and hit that like button, man. I'm about to go back in. Be sure to tune in. 40 Glock is going to be on the show Sunday night. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, 8 Central Time. Holla back at me. Peace.